I like to start by looking at the historical facts that are generally agreed upon, even the vast majority agreed upon, by scholars who are both Christian and non-Christian. If they have studied Jesus professionally, what kinds of things can we all agree on? And this is a nice starting point because it helps people be like, okay, we can work with these pieces and see what we can build off of that, rather than just like assuming things that only Christians would believe in, you know? So if we look at the data that scholars are generally in agreement upon, that has been compiled by Gary Habermas in some of his past work and also recent work that he did, just showing like what this all is. And he has 12 points. I like to stick to just 6 points because I think that's sufficient to get the point across. And it's also easy to remember these 6 points. First, that Jesus died. Most scholars agree that Jesus really died. Second, after Jesus died, his followers were discouraged. They were confused. They had lost hope. Third, after this happened, Jesus was placed he was buried, most likely in a private tomb. Fourth, the tomb was found to be empty shortly after Jesus was put into it. And then fifth, the followers of Jesus claimed to have had experiences of actual encounters with the risen Jesus. These experiences transformed their lives, and they were even willing to die for this belief. And then lastly, the proclamation of the resurrection took place at the very beginning of church history in the very city that watched Jesus die. So those are the 6 points that we start with. And for some people, it might be like, well, how do I remember all these 6 points? Well, if you know the resurrection story, then it's all in there. Jesus died, followers are discouraged, tomb is found empty, resurrection appearances, proclamation of the gospel. Like, if you know your Bible decently well enough, then this shouldn't be too hard of a list to remember because it's all in there. But these are also historical facts that scholars agree on. It's a vast majority, by the way. Like the only exception to vast majority is the empty tomb, but that's still like 75% or so. So we can work with that. And then from there, we kind of just put it all together. And what do we get? The best explanation, I think, for those 6 points is that God raised Jesus back from the dead.